because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. And she Hispanic, so she's black. And on top of that, what y'all do, they so I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. Can't do my job because I'm black. She won't help me because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And on top of that, bitch, I want you like someone black. I can't fight the box. So I'm black, so I'm black. Just the rest of what I love. From my side, man, you all told me I'm busting up. But we were turning on my face. But I think I can't so we need to try to change my mind. It's going to end, so don't be sad. Black man, that's why I'm nigga, I ain't talking right. Before the slave ships around the time, I can never be myself. I'm like, I see her, but I take it because I'm black. I know this, and I'm thinking, but I can't see what I see it. I know that it's going to come. I'm not thinking, I'm thinking, God, I'm going to try to do this. All the way, trust me when you say it. I'm very good because I'm black. Can't do the job because I'm black. Show her because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And I'm talking none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. God's gonna be because I'm black. I feel good because I'm black. Can't do God because I'm black. She won't have me because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And I'm talking none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Because I'm black. Lord, I'm serious because I'm black. Yeah, the other week strike 10 toes down, but it's sex. And you gotta guess when I'm at. I'll be with a bitch, shut out all right on Uncle Max Boulevard. Everything about me is hard. Open up hearts. We want to be the skull. Watch it. Back up with the new goals. Everything you say, mad balls. You use my niggas on the floor. And I'm in the ball. After enemy, I'm in the picture. And I'm weak. I get up this. Only I understand why it's slow. Priceless label. But the Bible is a cheat code. Body parts don't need codes. Others like cheat code. Like I'm really good because I'm black. Getting the job because I'm black. Sure, because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And I'm talking none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, that's all I'm black. God's my name because I'm black. I'll go to because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't have me because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. And I'm talking none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, that's all I'm black. I don't gotta buy cakes because I'm black. I don't put two cakes because I'm black. For my whole life because I'm black. But I let this out full of black. Ain't got a track because I'm black. Ain't got not one fixed tag. But I'm still getting profile because I think it's crackers profile. So they know they can't cut ahead, so they don't get your cell. Touch everything. Confidence on the low people. A few random things. A few sprinklers. Dudes in the street sweeper. Cuts through my chest and shit. Because I don't want to switch that shit with my chest and blocking shit. Touch me on all blocking shit. But like, think I got a cockpit fit. That's a stereotype. That's accurate. Instructors laying in these cold streets and tell I'm like the other people come on. I'm really good because I'm black. Can't do the job because I'm black. Sure, because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, that's all I'm black. God's gonna kill me because I'm black. I'm gonna kill me because I'm black. Can't do the job because I'm black. She won't have me because I'm black. I don't like it because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she's black. Ain't no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, that's all I'm black. So I'm black. Niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you never got to know. I only got some cool enough to cool with me down the hall. You explain shark, she ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got some fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like me, make me watch out for the trade. When you run some real niggas, mind your behavior. I was beating nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm jaded. Get your fucking mama home like a customs on the Sega. Niggas want attention, they don't want the water. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw up. They never deliver. They got that DiGiorno, this that walking head flow. I eat a repertoire, so you ain't the same man when you hold the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone, you ain't never had a skull. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your call. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga, you ain't got the heart. You ain't got the finish and beat that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga, play your part. Claiming that you spark, you ain't got the heart, but you ain't the same. Roll around looking like a dog when you just bust a slow man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like a man with a set when you need blood colors. Never get split like that. Niggas saying really need a plug, but they talking to the judge. Get your cat built like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Roll around looking like a dog when you just bust a slow man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like a man for the set when you need blood colors. Never get split like that. Niggas saying really need a plug, but they talking to the judge. Get your cat built like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. For me, all my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that's ride for me. Niggas ride with me. Niggas ride. I'm a motherfucking hot boy. Before you became, I was a block boy. You said that bitch was equal, we can stop boy. I just learned as y'all can rock, don't get dropped boy. My flow fluid like the water in the mouth boy. Cause first I hold it in, then I clean shots boy. That's when niggas get unnecessary shots boy. You get it set, I've been sick, call it dots boy. You became for Christ, you know, took rocks boy. You say it's hours, 30 minutes like a clock boy. Shit, and get the game from my pops boy. I had some free so we got on the box boy. Yeah. But speaking of his rhymes, boy, I grew up by close positions and thoughts, boy. Yeah, and they all pushed a lot, boy. You don't get it, they all selling rocks, boy. How you work there and then the cookies up? Something if you got papers, push a rock just to help yourself. Well, we cut his eyes and we cut his bones. You broke that fucking line and it's like you cut yourself. Now this one like, fuck it, but you didn't fuck a monster. I'm a cold with your mind, chain a fucking monster. You heard first with the words like this fucking monster. And when I see it everywhere, like what's up with monster. Never hit me, keep it trouble like my name is Thompson. In the hood working, cause it's crack problems, weed problems, opium, PCP problems, who need problems, we got good weed problems, who much of the hate, how many kids with the weed problems, but when the money was finished, so we drained out white niggas to double the wine, and the shit out, sometimes you gotta forget paper, and just get back, we will avoid your teeth, and gotta get sticked up, or sometimes fuck the money, you gotta sit some true shit, and do it to a compliment, you really got the new bitch, you gotta be rookie, this is why we have to cruise shit, that's it, I'm just saying, don't blame me for the cross, I'm just learning. It ain't my fault, I'm missing out, I'm just learning. The paper is looking past, I'm crocheting. You heard the first few poems and started no ways. You wanna go high and go cool in the future, my trust. I'm just saying, like that's how old you know I'm still off. How you lay with crack, it's still awful. You see what you can get to a high, and they're awful. Girl in this world, that's my brother regardless. How you a cop in the Israelite, just know it. I'm gonna try to cross this door to keep crossing. I try to know how my people try to give me a war. It's about to make me a change off the ground. So it is living the shit is hard. Fuck what's a fine if I can get paid people. $8 an hour, niggas say that they shoot me. Too much liquor when you come out with a peep. You know, patience 5 years to get views. A I feel it's 5 times my nigga, you gotta see me. A simple salon or a nut, you gotta see me. I had you with ocean of people, like see me. Big town, strip town, moving around the pad. Switching on little shoes, and moving around the ass. Living to the trash shop, moving around the glass. You know crack black, no more sucking the glass. You know the truth black, no more white ass. The kids coming from this time, that's on the ass. They're gonna put it this time we still on the back. Moving the black time, next time we open the black. You put the black back, next time we flipping it back. Cause get back with the bitch, you black back. When I come to that rock, the Jojo, the crack. We got balls and shit, we believe balls and shit. So back to the world and be fat. Don't shit too hard when you go work too hard. You want to apply to the start of it? Come.
I think nah, I'm straight. I'm straight up. Go on.
With a millionaire, I'm going to like a thunder shit. I'm moving serious, I ain't never joking. I'm fucked up, but I'm very funny. I'm even singing for the room, the street is tough, but the shoes is big, but I'm fucking in the heat. I'm not doing too much, but I'm going for it. I'm so far, I'm not sure if we're getting every call. I'm getting right from the street, it's like a story, it's too far, I'm not sure what I'm getting every call. I'm not getting right from the street, Chicago, my man and they will probably take the trip on this you think the whole you did. I'm just solid, I'm not taking it. I can speak that color, I'm going for a day. If you look about that, I will fix me out before we can. Early North, come on, BC, Florida, it's all about $1. I can take it everywhere, so we I need to travel. I'm sure we got to get it, because I ain't going to have it. I'm going to find out the trick. Down in Carolina, you know, practice. It's not just like this, the kind of piece of a profit, I'm something out of Texas, if you know we got it, let's get this shit on film. It's a problem like in the camera, I need big one color to watch on Indiana. Another brother, Lord, it's so lit, get out like people that are nasty with your class, nasty. My brother, grab the gas. caliber. But the girl, the cool that got you third in my calendar. It's too real, but it's hot as no chill. Singing is so real, you start to get no thrill. When you hear it, you let the rest of them know. They were all about waters, cause you break your bullshit. Nah, he came with a warrior will. When the cover is born themselves, it's a story to tell. We just want a better route. Yeah, just let me tell you what we about us. We about war, we about war. Yo, make my niggas come to your front door. We about war, we about war. Yo, make my niggas come to your front door. You don't want war, you don't want war. You don't want no niggas at your front door. You don't want war, you don't want war. You don't want no niggas at your front door. Talking all slip, nigga, keep that same image. See, look for your soul, cause you fucked up the parents. Fuck in my bro, fuck around and became my enemy. Going down the slope with the right that they hated me. It's a game to you, but it can't be a game to me. Put it in the script, can't say free. Stand with you, compared to roots of law. Shit, I lost crazy families. Small with the sword. Can't really carry me. I go to war with my niggas. I used to swap with my niggas. You know I'm trying with my niggas. I pray that die for my niggas. You know I'm hitting them slipping. You know I'm squeezing them tripping. I'm bullets hitting. You know stitches. You know I'm that. You don't want to get those small cracks. Let it tighten up. With a nigga touch the ball. That's tip on the truck. You was something keep falling.
Your phone, wow. Good shit.
When you stand tall at, that's when you gon' fall at. We about war, we about war. Don't make my head come through the front door. We about war, we about war. Don't make my head come through your front door. You don't want war, you don't want war. You don't want no niggas at your front door. You don't want war, you don't want war. You don't want no niggas at your front door. You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrew and stand and walk with the Lord's statue for a long time. And you don't care who you're standing before this truth. You understand? Until the Lord ain't gonna continue to take them off.
Like Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of light. Open up the book just to see them right. Reminiscing of my ancestors on those ships who had to pay for life, took us to a place where ain't never sit there. Pointing it up for our children up in daycare. Fresh out of sleep, we still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still free, watch me back for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Burn all the Israelite, cities like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they rob a Lincoln ship tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like almost. I love the future, but I learned while I was right. Trying out Benjamin, inherited on both sides. That's got the way can be street and no right. I'm an Israelite, all that from the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry from the Israelites. Because we Israelites. One Yashra, Allah told on the Israelites. I'm an Israelite, that from the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry from the Israelites. Because Israelites. One Yashra, Allah told on the Israelites.
From Yasha'Allah, sons of the power, rise from the ghetto and Satan, one of the powers. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church hours. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be Israelite.
I created my wife for truth, my dad just my son is smooth. Now, it's a difficult.
Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome, so long that ain't a secret. That's why I died for them brothers I'm facing east with. I'm like crackers, better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death go through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't dead, then we don't feel the light. I'm going live from hell, home Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, that from the Israelites. Go through it because we Israelites. My gosh, Allah told on the Israelites. I'm an Israelite, dying for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for the Israelites. Go through it because we Israelites. My gosh, Allah told on the Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, coaching from on benches. Catch me on the front lines, doing the work in trenches. Making sure I'm election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this perfection of prophesying these lessons. Protecting all adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love their reflection. No matter what the complexion, we got a common connection. I'm part of God's selection. A shot at the resurrection. Through us achieving perfection. Or to give life, take sacrifice. Battle dealing every fight. Short days and all nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strength. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite. Blood of the Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe the debt because Christ paid the price, so we ready to give their life the life of an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite, dying for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for the Israelites. Go through it because we Israelites. My gosh, Allah told on the Israelites. I'm an Israelite, dying for the Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, crying for the Israelites. Go through it because we Israelites. My gosh, Allah told on the Israelites.
What you got us people
In the book, it don't stop. Trying to it down, but the shit don't stop. Where is it all? Wanna see the mom fall down. One, not two, wanna see the mom fall. Let me know, not five. How can she be when he doesn't know the one? See, I know things y'all want you to know. I want you when I'm talking to the phone. Step on the earth, I'm going to be wrong. Don't worry about it, brother. He gon' be what he's on. The water time it says he gon' get it for the low. I wanna see him there for a nigga gotta go. Talking with a nigga, she can't turn it back on. You know, so he don't wanna see us grow. Take us to the trees and watch. Put us in the dark and it gotta be hot. Put us in the cell and it gotta be hell. Do you know how can we play like that? We can't count, don't know about that. No, they really wanna see a little big nigga. But I'm like, I'm black, I'm a big nigga. Martin Luther King and a real nigga. No matter what it seems, we ain't free nigga. I will never join hands with my enemies. Lord, never pressure to get real to me. And the pressure really ain't this shit for us. Only give to the what they took from us. All we want blood, I want your love. Cause I get enough from the most high above. Can't take it back too late for that. Don't cry now too late for that. Cause go down, I'm a prince in that, yeah.
sales was a block, boy. You said that bitch was equal to the stock, boy. I just love these guys, why I feel you drop, boy. My flow fluid like the water in the mouth, boy. Cause first I hold it in, then I clean the shots, boy. That's a look out there, necessary shots, boy. You get it set, I can't sit cold dots, boy.
I said, but hey, man, look,
So,
can you send around a link to that article?
it's up on the desktop.
Okay, great. Come on.
Try to see what she
Wait, play the intro. What?
done.
What's going on, bro?
I think the computer sort of jamming up on the internet. It's still live and everything, but it's not letting me click.
All right, well, listen, I'm about to start it up. All right. You understand? You turn the camera. Yeah. You know what's happening, man. I'm truly loud whenever you speak. I'm Captain Carter, around 13,000 holding it down right now. General Hollis on his way. I'm in the studio with Officer Rob, Officer Malakia, Officer Nakar. You understand? We got the officers rolling today. Listen, Israel, gather yourselves together. Gather yourselves together. Old nation not desired. You know how we do top of the morning. You understand? Listen, right now, it ain't nothing to do but come together with your family life. The Lord is so tactical and such a tactician on how he going to war with these devils, with our slave masters in there. You would have thought that the teachings or the philosophy of the Christian church would have brought your family together. You understand? All the Sundays your grandmother took you to church and told you to sing for Jesus and praise Jesus and listen to the nonsense that the pastor spews out of his mouth. You understand? All of those things, right? You thought that your mother and your father would have stayed together because you went to church every Sunday. Because you listened to America and believed in the idea of the American dream and the prosperation of America and going to school and going to college, and you grow up and you get a job and you get your pension and all that, and you thought that was going to secure your family, but it didn't. And then the Most High, showing his glory, showing his power, he sends death to this earth. He didn't send peace. He didn't send, nothing loving. He didn't send nothing kind. He sent that COVID-19, which is death, killing hundreds of thousands of people. And guess what? It's bringing families closer. That's what's so heavy to me about it.
Right.
Like the Lord knows exactly what he's doing. That's why the Lord said, let's give me the scripture where it said, the knowledge of this world is foolishness with the Lord. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Give me that scripture, man. You thought all of the lies of the Christian church was going to make your family come together and make your mother love your father more. You know what I'm saying? Because they serve God, right? In that Christian church. But the real God of the Bible, because he is wise. You understand? Because he is wise and he is the author of wisdom. He knows how to bring your family together. He sends a plague on the earth. Now you ain't got no choice but to be inside with your family, gather together. You understand? The kids, the mother, the grandmother, the father, y'all all together. I see them all through the streets of Philadelphia. The fathers walking around with the women, with the grocery carts. Right. Hold on one second, I think she's ready, right? You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Hello? You ready? All right, here. All right, here it comes. All right. You understand? So, give me 1 second. You understand? So, once again, who got the scripture? Go ahead and read it.
I'll read the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19.
Go ahead.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness.
The wisdom of this world is foolish. How long did America boast herself as being, economically advanced, the technology advanced, scientifically advanced? Read it again.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness.
The wisdom of this world is foolishness. I guess you think that the Wayne Wade's family became closer and more of a secure unit. You understand? Because he let his son parade around as a little girl, like America has prescribed for all our young Black and Hispanic sons to become effeminated with this Christian doctrine, with this American doctrine. You understand? I guess you thought that was going to bring a family together. You understand? But that's not wisdom, man. What brought Black and Hispanic families together, listen, when I say brought Black and Hispanic families together, Commander GEN.YAHANNA already brought it out. How they let loose all the Mexican children on the border in them concentration camps. And where did they go? Back to their family. See, the Lord knows exactly what he's doing. The wisdom with this world is what? Foolishness. It's foolishness to the Most High. The Most High is so omnipotent. That's a good power word he got about. So omnipotent, man, that he sent death to the earth. He didn't heal a bunch of people. You understand? He didn't heal a bunch of people. He ain't raised the dead. All he did was send a cold, send a disease, something like the flu. And now the Mexican babies are free. The Mexican children are free to go back to their families, to be gathered together. You understand? Since no other nation on this earth had pity on the children of Israel, these disgusting Chinese rat bastards are the author of all this disease. Been making hundreds and thousands of dollars off us in the communities for years. Seeing our children get locked up, seeing our children get destroyed, seeing our families get destroyed, none of them said anything. So the Lord sent death to this earth. Now we have our families together. Now we got time with pay, you know what I'm saying? Leave with pay, stipend checks, extra 600 in unemployment, 500 for every child. I mean, brother, it is beautiful. Like the Lord knows exactly what he's doing in this earth. So now is the time since our enemies are on their heels. Now is why our enemies is on their heels. Now it's our time to win. Now it's our time, so-called, I like to call it, to clean up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to clean up. While American society is falling, let's clean up. Let's come together and clean up. Use all our resources, use all our trades and gifts on how to do construction and labor, and you understand, all the wives of our people, we get together and we design a system. You understand? While this white man is trying to come and get back in the black, because right now he in the red. Right now, our oppressive society is in the red. And he is fighting to get back in the black. So while he do that, let's just build and obey the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? You understand? Give me the rest of that scripture.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
You say he take the wise in their own craftiness. Our slave master creates things that can kill people, and now it's turned on his own head. Right. He creates chemical warfare, biological warfare to go to war. So does the Lord, man. You understand? Our slave master cannot come back with the Most High God coming. And listen, not only is this going on, like, what are you going to do? Tornado just touched down in the south. Volcano erupted. See the headlines that say the year 2020 is not a good year.
Yeah, right.
I think it's a beautiful and glorious time. You understand? Get them on side hand. You understand? Like, it's just too much going on to deny that the God of the Bible lives. He lives out. You understand? And we're going to bring out an article that your Christian church said wasn't a big deal. You understand? We're going to bring out an article, your Christian church, they just fleet it off like, God don't care about that. We're going to show you that God is addressing every sinful idea, every sinful institution, sinful corporation that's in this earth with this COVID-19 virus, with this plague, with this pestilence that the Lord sent to this earth, man. You understand? Give me Ephesians 4:4. Oh, God. Then we're going to go into how, you understand, we're going to be a kingdom of priests and that we are the prophets of the earth, and this earth is going to belong to us. And this has been prescribed from the Bible. Keep reading. Ephesians 4:4. Go ahead.
Read the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit.
Y'all already know top of the show with these two scriptures. It's one body and one spirit, man. You understand? That's the Israelite school of U.P.K.
That's right.
Who going to deny it at this point in time? Like, if you deny it, it's because you want to die out there with them. You want to die with the rest of the world. You cannot deny, like, listen, I became a man in this place, to be honest. Right. And to see the things Commander GEN.YAHANNA said that were going to happen, and then to look outside and to ride the bus and to ride the train and see them things going on, it is a glorious feeling. This is the body that the Lord is talking about. No other. Keep reading.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
This is the only hope for black people. You got black people running around scared and COVID-19, there's a COVID-19 that. But we've been telling you for years, our oppressor is the devil. You understand? He has designed a system to destroy you. You are the chosen people of the Bible. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the chosen people of the Bible. We have told you for years. And your only hope in surviving the judgment that the Lord got coming to this earth is if you obey the law, statutes, and commandments. We've been saying this for years, since 1969. Now you got public figures saying, yeah, man, the government can't help. We've been saying that, man. Everything that everybody is now realizing in 2020, and you know why they realize it? Because they own it, because death is at their door. Because death is right at their door, and they fear death. You should have feared the Most High. This would have been your hope. Me and my brothers, we don't give a damn. We barbecuing pineapples and chicken. And, you understand? What else we have out there in the car? Hot dogs and corn on the cob, man, having a good old time. You understand? Ain't worried about nothing. You know why? Because we supplanted in this truth. We supplanted in this body that the Lord set up all the way back in 1 West. Right. You understand? We off that. Now, read the title of the article. We're going to jump right in this article. Then we're going to start pulling out these scriptures. I want a few points from this article just to show you how the Lord is addressing every evil thing that the white man said was good. Go ahead and read that title.
One of the largest pork processing facilities in the U.S. is closing until further notice.
It said one of the largest pork processing facilities. It didn't say chicken facility, not a beef facility. You understand? Not a turkey facility. It said one of the largest pork processing facilities in the U.S. is closing until further notice. To my surprise. Now, this may seem small to you, but to a man and men that obey the laws of the Lord, we understand this. Like the Lord did not, like, it ain't a chicken spot that's shutting down. It ain't a chicken facility where they breed chickens, seed-fed chickens, and, all of that. It's a pork processing facility, man. And if you obey the Bible like the men in 1 West, you understand that eating pork is a death penalty offense. Eating pork is a great crime against the Lord and his laws that he gave us. You understand? That's why this is going on. Like the Lord is attacking every fabric of this nation that is saying, this is good. This is good. This is good. It's all right. And the Lord just showing you, wiping it out. Right. Tearing it down. You understand? And they're going to say, well, they're going to give you the reasons in this article to shut down. We know the reason, right? For so long, they have shoved this disgusting animal. You understand that we ain't supposed to be eating according to the Lord. Down our face, the Christian church say you can eat it. and the Lord still gonna love you. You serve it on your tables at Thanksgiving. You put it on your tables during Christmas. You can bring them up here. You understand? You put them on your Christmas dinner table, on your spread. You understand? You eat it all during your breakfast, and the Lord showed you that it's even wrong. So since you can't stop shoving pork down your goddamn throat, the Lord just gonna stop it. Right. The Lord just gonna shut it down. He's gonna shut down the facility that processes the pork in the U.S., the major facility that processes it. So now you can't be a disgusting pork-eating piece of garbage. You understand? You're gonna eat what's lawful. He's showing you. You understand? Read the scripture. Read the article, excuse me.
Oh, God. One of the country's largest pork processing facilities is closing until further notice as employees fall ill with COVID-19.
The employees are what put y'all? Right? How about you know something? General in the building. Keep on. Listen, the workers are falling ill to the throughout the world. The workers are falling ill to the COVID-19 virus. You understand? Once again, you know what I'm saying? They ain't working around no chicken. They ain't working around no cows or nothing like that. They working around the swine. And they falling sick of COVID-19. So they got to shut the whole facility down. This is what the Lord is doing to this earth, man. Right. You understand? You're not going to do what the Lord says not to do and think you're going to live. You are going to die. I remember Calvin Quad put out a post, I think, on Facebook. He said, if you eat pork, you're going to get the COVID-19. I think he did. He said, if you be a whore, you're going to get the COVID-19. If you smoke weed, you're going to get the COVID-19. If you eat pork in its entirety, if you sin against the Most High, you are going to die of the COVID-19 virus. If you sin against the Lord, man. Keep reading the article.
Oh, God. The closure puts the country's meat supply at risk, said the CEO of Smithfield, which operates the plant.
Give me in the scriptures where we can't eat the swine. Give me all the swine scriptures. You understand? We can't eat the swine, how the Lord already has told blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians how disgusting and sinful it is to eat pork. And your Christian leader talks about pork like it's nothing. Like pork, you know what I'm saying? It's just meat. How the Lord gonna punish you just for eating meat? You understand? For eating meat. You can eat what you want to eat, like it ain't no sin.
Damn right it's a sin.
Everything that the Lord said in this Bible to do and not to do, man, he remembers to this day. He remembers to this day. And we remember in One West all of the glorious stories of how brothers and sisters died and sacrificed their lives to not eat pork. So now in 2020, you seeing in real time how the Lord is dealing with this earth. Shut the whole pork facility down, one of the major ones in the U.S.
Shut them down.
You understand? Your Christian might not understand. He might think, oh, because of the COVID-19 virus, but we preaching prophets of the Lord in here, man. We know how the Lord deals with this earth. You understand? Keep on reading the article.
Come on, God.
Oh, who's on Christ? A lot. Slide over.
Slide over a little bit. I ain't go nowhere, brother. I was a little bit. Oh, little man over there.
Yeah,
oh, I can't be too high. Too like man. Look at me like I'm crazy. We can stand right there.
Oh, God.
I can, man. I have to be too loud, all right?
Oh, God. Got General Haas holding it down, man.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Come on, God.
Keep on reading.
The closure of this facility, combined with a growing list of other protein plants that have shuttered across,
They say protein plants?
Come on, God.
Like pork giving you protein. Are you kidding me? Oh, Lord. Go ahead.
Across our industry is pushing our country perilously close to the edge.
Listen, this pork plant shutting down, they saying it like it's a dire emergency. Right. Like they ain't like you just can't go eat chicken and beef. Go ahead, Nicole.
I could, right? you know, I used to work at the beef slaughterhouse.
Right.
Beef. My old manager, you know, what I mean, he a brother, but he got coronavirus. I was just told this last week. So that plant eventually is going to shut down as well, and that's like a major plant on the East Coast, like one of the top ones in the United States.
Right. That's right. But what I'm trying to help other brothers understand is that why is this facility so important to, you know, the grocery stores and to America's food production and, you know, everybody eat? You understand? The Lord said it's evil to eat pork, and it's sinful to eat pork, and He's shutting it down, man. Keep reading.
Oh my God. Perilously close to the edge.
Perilously. Like you, because you can't eat pork, you're in danger of not eating anything.
Find me the scripture on the power of the sister whose 7 sons died. Because I ate the swine.
Keep reading, bro.
In terms of our meat supplies, the meat processors' chief executive, Kenneth Sullivan, said in a statement Sunday, "It is impossible to keep our grocery stores stocked if our plants are not running," they said.
This is why I just wanted to bring this out.
I'm gonna start us up.
They done fed us this swine since slavery, man, since the plantation. The Lord shut this facility down. Now they got all type of specialists saying, listen, it's going to be impossible to keep our stores stocked when we ain't suffering for nothing. We eating what's lawful to serve the Most High, you understand? So we not being touched by this. It's a scripture, give me the scripture where it said that when the Lord sent these plagues, that you will not be touched, like you will not be harmed. Like we ain't worried about this. You understand? Sinful Christians should be worried about
Go to
this.
one of the Apocrypha,
I believe so, sir.
when it says, no having my servants, but I gave you to
Yeah,
the
come on, cuz.
Second Ezra 2, you got it, 26?
Grab that.
I got a scripture, Psalms 91:7.
Let me hear it.
It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right, but it shall not come nigh thee.
That's
a
a good one.
very good scripture, man.
That's a good one.
Very good one. Go to 2 Ezra 2 and 25. This is what Captain's talking about.
If I could, so I just think that, I mean, like it's so glorious how the Lord doing things right now, man. Like I just wanted to pull this article out because it could have been about anything else. Any type of facility could have been shut down, but in here in the UPK, we know how sinful and how wrong it is to eat pork, man. That's right. We loyal to the Lord and loyal to obey the law, statutes, and commandments. And when I see something like this, I'm like, dang. Like the Lord is moving through this earth and destroying everything that this society has told us was good. Now they're on their panic and saying it's perilous because this pork facility shut down. It's perilous how we gonna keep meat in our grocery store. Like they destroying our oppressors, man. The Lord is destroying our slave masters. Keep reading the ark.
Oh my God.
We ain't got to read it too much. I just wanted to bring this out, so SHALAM. Keep on reading now.
These facility closures will also have severe, perhaps disastrous repercussions for many in the supply chain.
Go ahead.
The Sioux Falls, South Dakota facility accounts for 4 to 5% of the country's pork production and employs about 3,700 people, according to Smithfield.
Yes. You understand? So this facility right here, I mean, they distribute to other facilities and the other plants. You understand? They supply about 5% of the pork in the United States, and guess what? The Lord shut it down. How they shut it down? Because the people sick of the COVID-19. Right. That should show you that the Lord hates people that eat pork, man. Keep on. What you want to say something
I
about?
just wanted to read this part in his article.
Go ahead, keep reading.
About 240 employees are sick, she said, out of roughly 430 across 430 active cases in the state. If I could, more than half of the cases out the whole entire state come from this one plant.
Come from that facility. Ain't that so? Like you better stop playing with the Most High, man. Like the Lord is not no joker. He's not playing about these laws. You understand? What do your Christian church teach you? Your Christian church teach you that the laws is done away with, that you can eat pork. Ask the 400 people that work in that facility. Ask them. They in the COVID-19, they in the emergency room, the COVID-19 ward at the hospital. Ask them. Ask them is the laws done away with. The laws of the Bible have never done away with, and the oppressor is now finding out that it is perilous for you to obey the Lord. Perilous. You understand? You got a scripture out, the scripture in the Apocrypha?
Come.
Go ahead, read it.
Where's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 26?
Go ahead.
As for the service whom I have given thee,
He said, as for the service whom I have given thee. Who is the thee? Who is the thee? Who are we serving? Go ahead. That's right. As for the service I've given thee, we all follow Christ. We are his servants. You understand why? Because Christ obeyed the Most High. Perfect, no better than any man, better than any man in the earth. Salah, keep reading.
come. There shall not one of them perish.
Not one of us is going to perish. Like the men who really serve Christ, we ain't worried about this COVID-19. Right. We loyal to the King. We loyal to Christ. Right. Christ showed us how to obey the Most High. You understand? And we are patiently awaiting his return. So guess what? We ain't worried about the COVID-19. You know why? Because we ain't eating pork. Like your Christian tell you to eat pork. Like your pastor tell you to eat pork. All the Wendy's commercials and the Burger King commercials, they got the bacon in it. Bacon on bacon, put bacon on waffles, bacon on everything. You understand? When it is evil and it is disgusting and it is wrong and it's against the law of the Bible to eat pork. And now you see a whole major facility shut down because of the pestilence that the Lord sent to this earth, man. And you will be a fool to think it's coincidence. Keep on reading it, God.
God. For I will require them from among thy number.
Say it again.
I will require them from among thy number.
Go ahead.
Verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
He said, when the day of heaviness shall come, he said, be not what? Salah. Read that part again.
God. Be not weary.
No, read it a little bit above it, where it said, when the day of heaviness come, I believe.
God.
Go ahead.
For when the day of heaviness trouble and heaviness cometh.
Stop. That's this day here. This is these days we live in since. When did the COVID-19 really hit America? Like March, the second week of March? Go ahead.
I said the official happened like around March 10th.
Right. This is the days of happiness right here. Right. You see stores shut down, people getting laid off, crime and violence and sickness. This is the day of happiness right here that we see it with our very eyes. Go ahead.
Like, sir, just like in Detroit, out here it looks like Detroit. No businesses open, everybody broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying we're enjoying it because we understand that this is the work of the Lord, and we seeing our enemies. You know what I'm saying? Really getting a taste of what the Lord got for them because for so many years, you know what I mean? The scripture says, man, they harden their heart because they feel like the Lord's not. He ain't punishing right now, so we gonna just keep.
They think they can get away with it. That's right. They think they can get away with it all the way down. The brother said they think they can get away with it all the way down to the smallest thing. Some of you think that the Lord don't really care about. Right. Like eat pork. You think the Lord? You think like I got it for me, man. It's food. I'm a good person. I'm a good heart. No. Like the Lord is serious about His law. Read it right there again from the day of heaven.
Go
ahead.
For when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep.
Others shall weep. Salah. Others shall weep. This cat on this goddamn article, like it is perilous that we keep these facilities open because we're not gonna have any food. He had a panic in his voice, in his whole state. He worried. We ain't worried about that. You know why? We don't eat swine. We'll die before we eat swine. If there's nothing left in the grocery store but pork, we ain't just gonna eat. We'll all be vegans that day, right? You understand? We just won't eat. You understand? And that is the honor and how much integrity obeying the Lord. That is what it gives you. Keep reading the scripture.
And be sorrowful.
And they're going to be sorrowful. They're going to be sad. These facilities shutting down. 400 employees dying of the COVID-19 virus. They are in sorrow in that state. These days are heavy for them, but they're good for us. We're fine. We working, you know, split money with brothers. Brothers get money over here. We say, brother, come do this to help you do this. Everybody eating over here. Right. We straight. Keep reading.
But thou shalt be married.
Say it again.
But thou shalt be married.
Well, we was married as hell yesterday. Laughing in the backyard, pineapples and barbecue sauce. You understand? Music, debating, just living free. Kids running and playing. We was merry as hell. Ain't worried about nothing. Am I lying? All over in every UPK school, we just having a good time, drinking beers, brothers drinking liquor, ribs is cooking, doing dances, doing the things they want to do, ain't got to carry the word. You know why? Because we obey these laws. We obeyed these laws when the rest of the world was married. When the rest of the world was married, eating pork, being homosexuals, you understand? Being in a Christian church, singing and dancing, while the rest of the world was married, celebrating Christmas, we was hurt. We was grinding. We was going to work. You understand? We was the ones looked at as a cult. While the rest of the world is eating Thanksgiving dinner, got the pork with the apple in his mouth, all on the Thanksgiving table. While the rest of the world was married during that time, we was sacrificing. We were serving Christ. So now while the world suffers in this day of heaviness, now we get to be better. Now we get to be happy. Now we get to be not working with pain.
That's right.
Extra $600 on top of the $800 already getting. Sounds good to me.
Right.
You understand? Now we get to be married while the rest of the sinful earth, now you get to have heaviness and sorrow and trouble, and it is a beautiful thing. You understand? Keep on reading.
Okay. But thou shalt be married and have abundance.
And have abundance. I ain't worried about nothing.
Give me Isaiah 65 and 66 and 17. Keep on going.
I ain't worried about nothing. Like when the COVID-19 was in, like through the Spirit of the Lord, we just came from the last slaughter. We put down a whole calf, man. Brother still eating that food. I see the bar cooking beef burgers every day. Like, look, you should go right here.
Right.
We good to go, man. We ain't worried about nothing, man. You understand? He said we're gonna have abundance. So while everybody, the rest of the earth, they was in abundance in the sins they was doing against the Most High, all the way down to eating pork. The thing it was all right to eat pork. Now the Lord shut down your whole facility, man. Shut down your whole facility, and like the car saying, what's gonna come next is that other facilities gonna shut down. The Lord may shut down the beef facilities and all that. So be it. We'll still be married and full of joy and have abundance. Go ahead, Mark.
Come on, that's a little bit more in the article. The problem extends beyond South Dakota. Meat processors in Iowa and Pennsylvania has also shut their doors because of sick employees.
The Lord said in the last days there shall be famines and pestilence out. And Commander GEN.YAHANNA was saying this out. And I just thank the Lord for giving me the strength just to, because you ain't, I mean, we ain't like just real quick. It's a lot. You can drop that one. Give me the one that says, we walk by faith, not by sight. Give me that out real quick, because this is just like what crystallized this whole time right now. Right? And I remember being a trooper and reading for men like General Kutham and General I.S.U.P.K and Captain Shark and just reading Matthew 24. But it shall be famines and pestilence. I remember reading. Now I get to look outside and see. Now we get to read the articles where they say they all shut down across Pennsylvania. This is going to be a very bad to keep our food in these grocery stores, man. They're going to start rationing like the Lord is baking the cake for our presence out, and it is going to be delicious. It is going to be delicious for those who serve him and fear him and obey his laws. You got it?
Concept.
Read.
If I could, sir.
Come on.
A verse ahead.
Yeah, please.
We're in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore, we are always confident.
Therefore, what?
Therefore, we are always confident.
We are always confident, man. The why? Like to serve the Most High, it does give you a confidence. It gives you something that the rest of the people in the earth, whether they're Israel or whether they're heathens or not, they just don't have. You know why? Because they serve our oppressor. And our oppressor is proud, and he's proud of himself. But when you serve the Most High, it gives you confidence in yourself. Like, listen, I serve a God to where I'm gonna be protected no matter what happens. When you read stories in the Bible about men being put in lions' dens and men being put in the furnace, and they ain't come to no harm. So why should we fear of violence? You understand what I'm saying? That everybody's dying from, that everybody's dropping dead from, and we not being touched. And we live our lives because we are confident in this truth. We believe that this truth is real, that the things that the Lord says, the promises he gave us, it will happen, and we will receive those rewards when we serve the Messiah. Lord Christ, what's going on? You understand? Keep reading now.
God, knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 7, for we walk by faith.
Say it again.
For we walk by faith.
It said we walk by faith. Grab that key up. Wow. It said we walk by faith. I remember years ago, I remember years ago, man, just being young and true. You understand? Just listening to say, it's gonna come a time where this gonna happen. And it's gonna happen. Just be ready. It's gonna happen. It's coming soon. It's gonna happen. We almost there. And now see. And during the time it was being told to us, we would just have to follow orders. Yes, sir, come on, come. Yes, sir, come on, come. And just do the things we told to do, that faith, do the work to show that we believe in what we've been told. Keep reading.
God, verse 8, we are confident.
Hold on. Read that part here and say we walk by faith.
God, for we walk by faith, not by sight.
Not by sight. That's what the rest of the world does. The rest of the world believes what they can see. They believe in what they can see. Now they're scared of something they can't see. But we always fear something we couldn't see. Right. We always fear something that we couldn't see. We never seen the Lord. We ain't never seen Christ, but we always feared the word that was in this Bible, that the Lord was going to destroy us and keep us in the dust if we kept breaking the laws of God, man. We believe that, even though we didn't see it. We saw it while we believed that, while we did the work and pushed forward and forged ahead on the things we was being taught, the rest of the world believed in what they saw. Right. About homosexuality, about God, about the culture, the customs, the holidays. They believed it, and they did it because that's what they saw. You understand? Now they fear something they can't see. Right. And we at peace. You understand? Because we've always feared the Lord, even though we never seen him a day in his life. We always loved our brothers, even though we never seen the Lord a day in our lives. We always kept these laws. The Lord said, stop eating pork, no sweat. No sweat. You understand? No sweat. Now you see what? Dua, you can drop that. Any more on the article?
Before you go back to the article, all right? The car, sir. What are that 66 and 17 real fast? Before you go back to the article.
Salaki, sir, you said 66 and 17?
That's correct. Isaiah. That's correct.
Sir, right?
Read.
We have the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 17.
Right.
They that sanctify themselves.
They that what?
That sanctify themselves.
When you make yourself seem like you something to somebody. You sanctifying yourself. Go ahead.
And purify themselves in the gardens.
Go ahead.
Behind one tree in the midst. Eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Swine's flesh.
Eating swine's flesh. That's what's going on. These daggone, it's all over the earth. Because they push pork like how the captain said, like it's something special, and it's not. Not even the meat to be consumed. Right. You understand? It ain't the meat to be consumed. But you're already eating swine's flesh. Go ahead.
God. And the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, says the Lord.
So when you see these things happening, these plants shut down, people dying like they're really dying, these people now are being punished by the Lord. You understand me? The Lord is orchestrating all this death out here, all this dying out here. The Lord controls that, man. Give me Deuteronomy 32 real fast. Deuteronomy 32 real fast.
God.
Let me go back there with you. That's why I've been saying, man, it's time, man. You better get right with the Most High. You better make sure you straight with the Lord. Go ahead. 32 and 39. All right, go there.
What the general said is so right. And he said you better get yourself straight with the Most High. Also, if I could add, now's the time to become overzealous for the Lord. If you ain't seen the truth begin to flourish and manifest itself before your eyes like you see outside the earth right now, man, you must realize now's the time to become overzealous to serve the Lord, man. To just show off for these dogs because he's showing off for us. The Lord setting it off in the earth, and the men that's been loyal to him from the beginning. Now we get the boast, man. We get the boast in the might of the Most High and his truth. You understand? So now it's time to become overzealous, man, and turn up your zeal to serve the Lord, man. It's a lot.
You're right, Most High in Christ. Because the Lord control all this. Give me the scripture back for Deuteronomy 32, 39, real fast.
Come. Read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive.
This one scripture here shows and proves to you that this so-called pastors don't know what the heck they talk about according to the Bible. This ain't Satan causing these deaths of the COVID-19. The Lord is causing this. The Lord kill, he make alive. You understand me? When it's time for you to go, the Lord said it's time for you to go. When it's time for you to live, the Lord says it's time for you to live. Satan don't control that. How simple can you be, man? How mind-boggled can you be in your mind to believe that Satan controls death on the earth? Are you simple, man? Problem is, it's sad to say you are simple. You are silly. Because you believe in it, say what it's like. The Most High power controls death. When he says your time, you can go by. That's why the I.S.U.P.K, he said, a father be fair, because he controls life and death. Nigga, I ain't scared of you because you got a 9mm or a 40 caliber or you got an FN7. So what?
Right.
If God want me to die, I'm going to die. Give me goddamn, what kind of gun you got? What kind of so-called power you got, man? We fear the Lord up in here, man. As his prophets. The Lord want me to go, be my time, be my time. You don't control that. The Lord controls that. Now, why it's so heavy that some people are dying? Let me tell you, I love all Israel. I'd have dedicated my life and turned down all kind of manner of things in the world for this truth and do this truth. You know why? Because it's about my people, not me. Who cares what you think you can do? And the ones I hate catching this and dying of it, man, I'm sorry to hear about it. But let me tell you something. I'm going to change our lives, man, and get right with the Most High. Y'all been going this for all this time on these street corners. Say, we don't know what we're talking about. Y'all niggas is crazy. Them niggas ain't got no, you know what they say? Y'all niggas is crazy and get you a job.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Get you a job. Y'all niggas need to go get a job. That's the rhyme. Y'all need to get a job. But we got a job. And our job is being watchful of the Lord. We more to y'all, more to y'all, more to y'all.
They don't have it.
You understand? They be the ones talking shit, don't have a damn job. We got that. You understand what I'm saying? Malaki?
Even the ones that was so proud and that had a job, they probably shut down now.
Yeah. Everybody walking around here scared. Let me tell you something, man. While I'm going to be cautious, I ain't scared. Because the Lord want me to get the corona, I'm going to get it. That's it. And I'm going to fight my ass off to beat it. You understand me? The spirit of the Lord. While a lot of people are not beating it, man, it's a shame. But you better be careful of the choice you make in your life. Continue reading the God.
God. I wound and I heal.
The Lord controls all these things. I better understand and realize that, man. It ain't no joke out here, man. You understand? You are held accountable for your actions in this truth, man. You are held accountable. The Lord is holding you accountable. The Lord said in Isaiah, you know what I mean? The ones who try to eat swine behind a tree in the garden and you make yourself feel like you clean, you're going to be consumed.
Right.
This is just the beginning. It's going to get worse. It's just the beginning. Because our king is coming back.
That's right.
You understand? 1 second, brother. And when our king come back, you going to pay. for the things we ain't already paying for now. You understand me?
Salaki, General. You know, I remember reading it said before Christ come back, we would enter into perilous times. Is that correct?
Yes. 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 This is perilous times, right? Morocco.
Oh God, sir.
The cat Sean Thomas, right, on Facebook. Don't just ignore that cat. He don't know what he's talking about. He only being a troll. You know what I mean? He don't know what he's talking about. I'm going to ignore him because I'm gonna try. That's why I won't be on Facebook when I teach him. If I get distracted, if I get pissed off, he talks that nonsense and silly shit. And I want to deal with him, man. So, but no, ignore that cat. Let's stay focused. Go ahead and do your thing, words. And that's it. You can, but also too, real fast. I know we got more on article. I want everybody to go into the Apocrypha. Tell them the scripture we're talking about. I want all y'all to read the scripture here, man. You understand? This scripture is heavy about what his sister did with her 7 sons about eating pork. How she stood for the Most High of all statutes and commandments for not eating pork, man. You know what I mean? She lost all her sons. You understand me? For standing for this truth. She lost all of them. You understand? So tell everybody where it is so I can put it in the chat for everybody. Where's that, y'all?
It's the second Maccabees. The book is second Maccabees, chapter 7. Start from verse 1.
All right, for that whole chapter, right? And hold on real quick, man. Hey, Sean, man, come on, stop being simple, man. Who give a damn about the word Satan? Satan is used like how we use Jesus. You understand me? Like you're being simple, man. Like we ain't got time for your simpleness here, man. People are dying out here in a land called America, and we trying to show them how to stop dying. Don't come on this platform with your nonsense, man. The Bible says to watch your foot before you come in front of the house of the Lord. Man, shut your mouth, get in class, and listen. If not, get the hell off our platform. I ain't got time for you, man.
That's right.
I hate cats like you. I can't stand that, man. And you only do it on the internet. You only do it on Facebook. When we on the streets teaching in our schools, y'all don't come in them things talking trash. You stop, man. Grow up. Time for games is over. The time for playing is over. Now, with that being said, y'all, give me 1 Timothy real quick. Go ahead, Kat.
I did with Deuteronomy. Can we read that a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. And give me 1 Timothy, Malaki, real fast. Give me 1 Timothy.
You want 1 Timothy there?
No, go ahead. Do your thing, man. Tell them about 1 Timothy.
You can read Deuteronomy 30, 33, and 41, Mama Kashal, and then 42, and then we're done. Go ahead.
So you said 33?
I believe it's 30, no, so like 32 and 41.
I have it.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 41. If I wet my glittering sword and my hand take hold of a judgment.
The Lord of this Bible is what you see in this earth. You don't see the God of the Christian church. Whatever the Christian church told you God was, when you go through this Bible, you don't see that type of likeness. Read that scripture again and how poetically the Lord said that He would bring judgment. Read it again.
If I wet my glittering sword.
If I wet my glittering sword. What do you wet a sword with? Blood. That's what you wet a sword with. That's the God that sits in the heavens, man. That's COVID-19. That's what He put. You understand? That's the sword that the Lord is using to bring judgment to this earth. COVID-19. You understand? That's the Lord's sword. He said, my glittering sword. Your sword glitter, man. He said, I'm going to wet it with blood. Right. That's the God we fear. That's the God we serve. So we are very well up to date and know what's going on out here in this earth, man. We're familiar with what's going on out here because we know the God of the Bible. This is how He moves. Keep reading.
God, if I could, right?
Go ahead.
I remember I was watching the old I.S.U.P.K tape, and some Jewish cat. He was saying like he had saw the tribe of Reuben, and like they said the tribe of Reuben, tribe of Reuben always grew fierce. They wasn't no game to be played with.
Right.
And the way how they presented themselves, like they knew who they served. It was like, yeah, we the tribe of Reuben. You know what I mean? The chosen seed of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, yeah, don't mess with my brothers. You know what I mean? Like it was like they knew who they served. It was like a confidence.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Keep reading that scripture.
Come. I will render vengeance to my enemies.
Hold up. He said, and my hand shall take hold. Read that part.
Come. And my hand take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to my enemies.
To who?
My enemies.
God does have enemies in this earth. If God was all love, why he have enemies? Why he saying I'm gonna render vengeance to my enemies, man? The enemies of the Lord are the enemies to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. When you suffer and oppress blacks and Hispanics, you make yourself God's enemy. And that's what this judgment is for. Keep reading.
Come. And will reward them that hate
He
me.
said, and I'll reward them that hate me. You know a way that you show you hate the Lord? By putting pork in your mouth. When you put pork in your mouth and you disobey these laws, you show that you hate the Most High. And all the covenants and all of the good things that he's given us, all the wisdom to know the mysteries of this earth. When you shove pork in your mouth and you eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, and all the things the Lord said not to eat, you show that you hate the Lord. So guess what? He rewards you with COVID-19.
Right.
You understand? It's as simple as that. You can't be a murderer and you can't eat pork. You can't molest children and you can't eat pork. If you can't molest children, then surely you can't eat pork because both of those are a sin against the Most High. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 42. I will make my arrows drunk with blood.
That's what's going on. 100,000 fall into the COVID-19 virus. The Lord is going to war with this earth.
That's right.
You understand? He said, I'm making my arrows drunk with blood. That's the God we serve. And that's why you should fear him and not the so-called white man. Because the Lord sends something to this earth that not even our oppressor can stop. The oppressor gotta wait for this to stop, just like anybody else. He can talk a big talk like, yeah, we do social distancing. You understand? Everybody stays in the house. We can beat this thing together. That's the commercials they play on the radio and on the TV. Help us beat the COVID-19 virus by using social distancing and things like that. And the Lord, when the Lord stop it, that's when it's gonna stop. Ain't nothing our oppressor can do to affect this plague going on. You understand? You can drop that scripture. I'm done.
All right, real fast. Everybody go to 1 Timothy, man. 1 Timothy, the 4th chapter, start at verse 1. Also, too, y'all, listen. Satan don't kill nobody, man. Satan only get orders from the Lord. Don't y'all know about Job when Satan came to the Most High about Job and the Lord told Satan, you're going to do something to him. Once again, the Most High controls life and death, not Satan, man. It don't make no sense. Like all this is a fairy tale from the Christian Catholic Church, man, or the Catholic Christian Church. Because Christianity in America and over Europe comes from out of Roman Catholicism. You understand? That's where it comes from, man. So now, once again, this is what we need during this day and time. We got still a lot of brothers and sisters out here in the world that still think they can eat pork. That's still in Christianity. Like I said, y'all, we got work to do. With all this going on, we still got to teach brothers and sisters. You understand me? A lot of brothers and sisters in the world believe they can eat pork because of certain scriptures that they are lied to about. You understand? And our job as being Israelites in this truth, we got to make them brothers and sisters, at least give it to them so now they know whether it's right or wrong. They got to make a choice on what to do for the Lord. You understand me? So now, with that being said, 1 Timothy 4, start at verse 1.
1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1.
Come on.
Now the Spirit speaketh expressly.
Meaning explicitly, the Spirit is speaking. Go ahead.
That in the latter time,
These times today, go ahead.
some shall depart from the faith.
Meaning leave the truth. You got some brothers who left this truth, man. For various reasons. But they're supposed to.
Right.
Supposed to stand fast, stand firm. Go ahead. Continue reading.
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
To what?
Seducing spirits.
They're being seduced by these spirits out here, man. And that's what's going on in the Christian church. You're being seduced by that spirit that you can pray over the food and it's all right to eat. You damn simpleton, how dumb can you be, man? But claim to love the Lord. No, that's wrong. Go ahead.
And doctrines of devils.
Doctrines of devils, meaning doctrines of people that deceive you. A devil's a deceiver. You understand me? Somebody deceiving you. Doctrines of their philosophy.
Right.
Telling you it's all right to eat pork. Pork is the other white meat. Go ahead.
Come. Speaking lies and hypocrisy.
They lying to you, man. Go ahead.
Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
That hot iron that sear your conscience, these false philosophies out here. That searing inside their damn brain. And he's all right to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. But that is totally against the Lord, man. It's totally wrong. You understand me? The pig's job is to gather trash on the earth. That's it. It wasn't meant to be eaten. The job of a shrimp, crab, and lobster is to clean the bottom of the ocean. But the so-called white man, our oppressor, he make it a delicacy, and you wonder why he died of every disease on earth. Go ahead.
If I could, just think about what you said, so that the swine eat all the garbage. You understand? And guess what other thing does? Rats. Rats do the same thing. You understand? And when the so-called Chinese man, they eat those type of rodents, they get sick. So what you think gonna happen to you when you eat the swine, man? They eat trash and garbage and dead things, man, and so do rats. If you eat a pig, if you eat pork, you will eat a rat. You understand? If you look at it that way.
Oh, I do.
You understand?
Oh, I got on TV where they bite the head off a fucking live rat. Not saying that. I seen it on YouTube. I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking it's a prank. I seen the flesh and good God about it, a live rat. They chew on shit like it's good. You understand me? That's evil as hell, man. But some people follow philosophies will have their mind seared. Like that's all right.
Right.
You understand? Continue reading, brother.
Come. Forbidding to marry.
Meaning this. If you tell a man he can only have one woman, you forbid that man to marry. If you tell the man he can't have no wife, you forbid that man to marry. A man, an Israelite priest, or an Israelite can have as many wives as he wants. It's his choice. You understand me? You can't put a label on how many wives he can have. Who the hell is you? Who the hell is you to say he can only have one wife? And you holler about the laws of America, you damn dummy. How dumb can you be? The law of America say this. If you go get the dumb piece of paper, right, and get the dumb ass ring, right, if you never sleep with her or have sex with her, it's like the marriage never took place. The paper don't mean nothing, you dummy. And the ones who push that having sex with everybody on the damn earth.
Right.
Or having sex with boys or other men. And stop being simple these days and time. And it's a problem. It's the problem. The problem is you brothers. A lot of brothers is weak as, I'm gonna say this. I gotta say it like this here. And forgive me because I said I'm stop cursing. A lot of you brothers is weak as shit. I'm some pussy. So I'm telling you. You let that woman control your whole fucking life. And stop you from doing the whole life because you weak as hell, but you're pussy and you're afraid to lose her. If she want to leave you because you want to have more than one wife, that's how the fuck go.
Right.
Let her go. Have some damn man with some damn balls. Don't you know she control your life? Because you let her control your life. And you get someone that's better than what she could have ever been. Through the spirit of the Lord. But they philosophy in America, with Roman Catholicism and Christianity, tell you you can only have one wife. Or Roman Catholics can't have none. That's forbidden in America. Continue reading, brother.
And commanded to abstain from meats.
I hate when somebody tell me you got to be a vegan. I ain't got to be a vegan. Now I like some vegan food. Yeah, it be tasty as hell. Right. But I ain't got to be a vegan. That's why Lord gave us meat, man. You can't make a person be a vegan. We eat all vegetables, man. That's unlawful as hell. Continue.
Which God hath created to be received with thanksgiving.
The Lord gave us meat to eat on this earth. Gave us food. That's why we got the dietary law in Leviticus, man. That's why we got it. Meat you can eat, meat you can't eat. Go ahead.
Of them which believe and know the truth.
Say again.
Of them which believe and know the truth.
Them which believe. What's the truth, y'all? Nicole, give me Psalm 119, 142 real fast. Quickly, 119, Psalm 119, verse 142. Malaki, stay where you at. What is the truth, y'all? Of them which believe and know the truth. What is the truth? What is the truth? Go ahead, got it?
I have it right here.
Read.
We are Psalms chapter 119, verse 42.
142, I'm sorry. Verse 142. You know, Psalms 119 is pretty long.
Okay. 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness,
That's right.
and thy law is the truth.
So what's the truth, man? Of them which believe and know the truth, meaning you know the law of the Lord and you live in it, man. So you know what means you want to live it? You want to know something, but you want to do it. You understand me? You want to live it, man. That's what's going to happen. Now, keep on going, Malaki. Drop that for me in the car. Keep on going, Malaki.
Come on, sir. Verse 4. For every creature of God is good.
That's where they get it from. Every creature of God is good. So if the bat good, you dummy. They eat the damn bat and the rat and the cat and the dog, and I got the coronavirus. You know what I mean? And all the other things that come over there that's hell on wheels because they eat things they shouldn't eat. Every creature of God is good. You're right. But it's good for the purpose that God created it, man. Everything on the earth has a purpose, yes. But it's only good for the purpose that God created it for, man. And God ain't create certain things to be eaten. So now, we creatures, right? I call you a creature. Can I kill you and eat you? Can I? Can I kill you and eat you? Hell no. See how dumb that sounds, man? See how simple that sounds? It don't make no sense. But it's the witchcraft Christianity. Right? God made, when you go in the book of Genesis, the first chapter, when he was creating everything, he made things for a purpose. He said it was good. You know what I mean? As he going through the time he making things, the Genesis 1, things were created, God said, this is good. Meaning what? It's good for the purpose that the Lord made it. You understand me? Don't mean you can eat everything on the damn earth. How dumb can you be? It makes no sense, man. That's that witchcraft that Christianity puts on you. And most people do not understand and know that, but because you was taught by your mama and your grandmama, you want to follow that darkness. Thinking they know everything, man. Right. I hate to hear when a brother say my wigs. You know what wigs mean? That's from catching the fox to the, meaning his woman is his wisdom. Are you kidding me out? And I said it because a lot of the women in the families run their entire family. Because the men destroyed in their earth, they either dead, in jail, or just destroyed. But in the I.S.U.P.K, when you come in here and change your life, you get back that power you got with your family. You understand me? You can get back controlling your family. And you can be the one running your family. You understand? Hold your point 1 second. Right, first thing before, come on. No matter of fact, no. Give me Romans 7:12 real fast. Romans 7:12 real fast. Lock it. Give me Leviticus 11:46-47.
Come on, sir.
I have the scripture you want, sir?
Read.
We have the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment is holy, and just, and good.
Say it again.
And good.
See that the law is holy. That's what Paul said, man. Don't ever think we ain't got to follow the law of the Lord. Now give me the law of the Lord got for food, brother. Leviticus 11:46-47.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 46.
Yeah.
This is the law of the beast, and of the fowl, and of every living creature that moveth in the waters, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth, to make a difference between the unclean and the clean.
Why unclean and clean? It's going to tell you the next verse. Read. I'm about to say it, but you can say it in the next verse. Go ahead.
And between the beasts that may be eaten,
the things you can eat, that's lawful. Go ahead.
And the beasts that may not be eaten.
And the things you can't eat, that's unlawful. Paul said in the book of Romans, the Old Testament was for your learning. To learn what's right and what's wrong. To learn. That's what Paul said. You understand? That's what he said. You make sure you learn from this, man. You know what I mean? It's time to come out of it. Don't see the Lord showing. That's why they got this article right now on a pork plant being shut down. Another one's having hell. The Lord is causing it because it ain't lawful, man. Right. Yeah, that's why the Lord doing it, because it ain't lawful. You understand? Learn how to do the laws that do and change your life, man. Stop being emotional.
Right.
You understand? Because the way you was raised, you was all raised that way.
Right.
Shit, everybody like pork more than people out in the world. Tear that shit up.
Right.
But when I got the truth out, that shit stop. Quickly. Shrimp, crab, lobster, I got down with all that. But I got the truth. Stop. Because the Lord said so. You understand me? You gotta live the life like that. You gotta make, go ahead, Cat.
Right. Pull 2 Corinthians 12 and 19 for. And this go right along with what General Hall said, meaning this is the reason why we're bringing this out to the brothers and sisters. And not so much the brothers and sisters of the UPK, because we already know to obey the laws of the Bible.
Is it? Yes.
We already know, you understand, that these laws of the Bible live forever. And if you disobey them, you want the Lord to punish you if you break the laws of the Bible. For the people that's not in the I.S.U.P.K that's watching this show, if you don't understand why we bringing this out about pork and eating things that's unlawful concerning the Most High, listen to this, man. Give me 2 Corinthians 12 and 19. Read.
God. We have the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Again, that ye that we excuse ourselves unto you.
It said, you think we excuse ourselves unto you? These are the things we had to learn, man. Like General Hall said, when we was in the world, what you think we was doing? You understand? To eat pork and to eat things that's unclean, entirely to disobey this Bible, man, is a death penalty offense to God. You think we teach you this and we excusing ourselves from it? We teaching you what we had to do for the Lord not to kill us. You understand? This is why we don't fear the COVID-19 virus. We don't fear the judgment the Lord got to this earth, because we learned and had to do the things concerning the laws so that the Lord will keep us safe, man. So they keep our houses at peace. So we wouldn't see the death that the rest of the world will see for disobeying God. Keep reading.
God. We speak before God in Christ.
Say it again.
We speak before God in Christ.
We speak before the Most High in Christ, man. Like we speak before the Lord, man. Like these words, this is something that your preacher does not do. Like he speaks something out of his own mind, things that offend the Most High in Christ, things that's against what Christ taught, things that's against what the law that the Lord laid down, that the Lord gave to Moses. You understand? Your preacher don't consider this, but we do. We teach you not to eat pork, crab, and sugar lobster so you don't die of the COVID-19. We speaking before the Most High in Christ. These are the things that the Lord, through the Spirit of the Most High, wants us to say to the people that's in the world, so they don't have to fear dying of the COVID-19. So you don't hide behind a mask and rubber gloves like the government tells you to do. You fear the Lord and obey the law. Breathe.
God. But we do all things, dearly beloved, for your edifying.
For your what?
Edifying.
We do all these things not to blaze on you, not to call you a coward. You understand what I'm saying? We clearly chastise you and do these things for your edifying, so that you know it is our job to do it as priests. So you know we don't excuse ourselves. The things we telling you to do, we do it, and we're doing it for your edifying, so you can understand why death is at your door, and to do the thing that is lawful concerning the Most High, so that it leads from your door. We're going to take a quick break, man. We'll be right back with Letting Hebrews speak.
Understand? We done took them all on, and they gonna continue to take them all on. Israelite, open up the book, let it see right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, follow ships who have to keep a life, took us to a place where ain't never said that. One thing I do, all our children up in daycare. Fresh out of sleep, we still thinking vaccine care. Cause in the community, children can't pay that. Brothers still doing white. believing that we ain't lost. Brother, all that is on that gas in this like trip tonight. Brothers more free, rob a liquor shit tonight. Praises to the most high. I ain't like most guys. I ain't tell the future what I learned from a book right. Try my picture with the lyrics that are both sides. Background community chemistry and there's no whining. All my kids are life. Dying for my kids for life. Blood of the kids for life. Crying for my kids for life. Ooh, because the kids for life. Oh, yeah, sure. I love so all my kids for life. All my kids for life. Dying for my kids for life. Blood of the kids for life. Crying for my kids for life. Ooh, because the kids for life. Oh, yeah, sure. I love so all my kids for life. From the ghetto, say one of the powers. Let's steal all and found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. One of these days, somebody's going on the preachers. Going to show you a home in the scriptures. Walk like the middle trucks out in the picture. I'm not with the kid. I'm a side that can get kids with kids. Never get treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Not 20 seconds. All that ain't a secret. Squad down. Brothers are facing eastward. All my kids for life. Started getting right. Visions of my enemies. Death flow through my dreams at night. If your mind ain't dead, then we gon' keep it life. We're alive from hell. All my Christians and Edomites. All my kids for life. All my kids for life. All my kids for life. Crying for my kids for life. Because my kids for life. Oh, yeah, sure. I love so all my kids for life. All my kids for life. For my kids for life. Blood of the kids for life. Crying for my kids for life. Ooh, because my kids for life. Oh, yeah, sure. I love so all my kids for life. That's just scares of how the hard lines are with you trenches. Next to this profession, science lessons protected all right lessons and answer your questions. Teaching the little reflection, no matter what the complexion, we got a drama and action. I'm on the content selection, shot of through insurrection, through us the key to perfection. Choosing your life, take sacrifice, man, even every fight, short days and long nights, sleep and your fights, always the more strife, telling every